Watch me give myself my first Lupron injection. It's a tiny needle, but I'm scared still. All done.
Hey everyone. So quick update video on our current IVF cycle. Today is Friday, December 2nd. On Wednesday, which was the 30th, I went in for my baseline appointment. And this is already after starting the Ovasitol powder, continuing my prenatal vitamin, having my hysteroscopy with polyp removal on the 10th, and then starting the Lupron injections on the 23rd. I went in for my baseline appointment on the 30th, where they basically were just doing an ultrasound to check my the lining of my uterus, how thick or thin it was, as well as looking at my ovaries and everything to make sure it pretty much was quiet or doing what it was supposed to do, as well as taking some blood work. Um, at the baseline appointment, I had let them know that I had been having some cramping and spotting since my hysteroscopy, which they said could be normal, especially with me having the polyps removed during the procedure. But they stated if it's still kind of bleeding or spotting when I come back from my next ultrasound before my transfer, then we may have to switch some things up. But other than that, she said that my ovaries and everything looked quiet. They did the labs, sent me on my way. I stopped taking the birth control pills on Monday, which was the 28th. So they did say I could expect, some bleeding or a cycle after, which is currently happening. Tomorrow, which is December 3rd, I will start what is my Cryo calendar. So in addition to continuing to take the Ovasitol powder and the prenatal vitamins, as well as the Lupron injections, I'm going to be following this daily schedule. So starting tomorrow, I'll be adding in the Estrase tablets, one pill once a day for 6 days. Then on the 9th, I'll be taking it twice a day for 3 days. And then on the 12th, I'll be taking it 3 times a day for 5 days. And then it goes back down to one pill a day on my actual ultrasound visit day, which is the 17th. And we'll kind of go from there, because at that day, it's going to be determining if my transfer is going to happen on the 22nd. And then I'll start taking the doxycycline and the prednisone, as well as the progesterone and oil injections. On the 10th, I'll also start doing an injection of HCG. That'll be for 7 days as well. And then, like I said, on the 17th, I go back in for an ultrasound to make sure everything is quiet, doing what it's supposed to do. But at that point, my lining should have thickened up. At the appointment, she did say my lining was 6.4, which she said was fine where it was. They wanted at 7 or above for transfer. And I believe with my last transfer, my lining was like 10 point something or even 11 point something. So I'm not worried that it won't get back there. I did purchase some items that I was taking during my last transfer for this transfer as well, which are supposed to help with the thickness of the lining, which is the Brazil nuts. I'm eating 2 of those a day and then drinking pomegranate juice. Pomegranate juice has a lot of sugar in it, which I cannot really tolerate, so I just drink 4 ounces of that a day, and I will continue that all the way through to positive beta. I think I stopped after my positive beta last time. I may do an additional 2 weeks. I don't know yet. We'll just see how it goes. So that is where I am on track. I am actually going to be ordering the auto injector for needles, mostly because I'll most likely be doing my pio injections on my own. And while I can do them, like in my hip, I tend to go very slow, and that needle needs to be injected quickly like a dart. So I'm going to order the auto injector offline to use for those. And just staying on top of taking all these meds and getting ready for a transfer at the end of the month. It's kind of unreal that we're going through the process again. I'm very excited for it, very nervous, cautiously optimistic, because, anything can happen, but we are hoping and praying for the best. But yeah, that's where we are right now. I will check in again once we get to the point where I'm adding in another medication, which would be closer to December 10th when I start the HCG. So see you guys then. Bye.